Hi YouTube users, it's me again, Nick Hirosatu, your talk show host. Now, I'm sorry for being offline, but let's get to it. We're going to be talking about some key issues here today about police brutality and racism. Uh, Reverse racism, if you guys don't know, I'm going to explain it to you briefly. What reverse racism is, it's a situation where the power dynamics are white, are reversing this sort of standards onto the press that are getting oppressed, and claiming that they're getting this experience of racism when it's not totally true. What reverse racism is where I said before, you're getting treated a certain way due to your skin, which is not happening. For them to experience such a thing, you would have to erase what had happened to blacks and replace it with something far greater or equivalent to what happened to us. It's a big issue. Whites can only experience prejudice and discrimination because they are the placeholders of racism. And to say that whites can experience racism now, you are opening and acknowledging that whites are the placeholders of racism. There's nothing else to say about it, you know? It's really interesting how it goes down. But they are the placeholders of racism. Without further ado, let's kind of get on the next topic. Police brutality. I'm going to name off a few of these names right here. We got Terrence Crutcher. We got Freddie Gray, Philando Castile, and Alton Sterling. All blacks that were killed by cops who were non-compliant with regular procedures to stop people. That's the first one. Terrence, he got shot for his car being broke down on the highway. Where does the car being broke down, apparently he has a gun and non-compliant, and he gets shot? While you got a terrorist, apparently, that you want to lie, but he's not shot, but you know that he blown up like 50, 100 damn people. Kind of a big estimation, but it fucking felt like it. But here's the thing, I really don't understand it. Between that transition, he got shot a few times for just walking to his car and supposedly going for his gun. The cop camera viewed off to the other side, and that was that. You got Freddie Gray. Apparently he possessed some type of switchblade. Got shot for that. When, if you look back in time, the Connecticut issue with those schools over there, got shot up, motherfucker got burned out with a fucking flak jacket. I really don't understand that. Philando Castile got shot again for a traffic stop. What is it with people? You got plenty of white folks going to schools shooting up motherfuckers, but there's nothing going on. White man shot up a fucking church. Hardly there's nothing said about it. Like, come on. Alton Sterling, selling CDs, not doing anything, got shot because apparently he had a gun and was threatening people. I really do not understand that logic behind that. It really doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And then you got Tavon Martin, Skittles in fucking Arizona. Some white guy was fucking following them from a distance and shot him. He gets all fucking scot-free. Racism is alive as a motherfucker. And anybody that claims that it's not a fucking lie and we need to stop fucking talking about it needs to go to hell. This is a big issue. We need to understand that. Colin Kaepernick made that aware. People are bashing his ass like he's crazy or something for standing up for a Black Lives Matter. No one has said that Black Lives Matter was equated to saying that all lives matter. We're just dividing these two parties up into singles, since separating them will make it harder for people to come to an understanding that this is an issue and they need to acknowledge it. That's all was going on. Black Lives Matter was never the intention to cause any problems. The main intent was to counter combative forces like cops that are shooting people, make awareness that this is something that's going on. Because to be honest, no justice being done. Here's some funny key facts for you. Not funny, they are going to be funny, but fun little key facts for you. Did you guys know, back in 2015, there were 102 unarmed blacks that were killed? Unarmed. That is nearly is twice each week, and I will provide this information to you in a link. Not to mention, nearly 1-3 blacks people are killed by the police in 2005 were identified as unarmed, though an actual number is largely high due to unreporting. That's all true. I'll keep giving you this information. It's all going to be in a link. You know, unarmed black people were killed 5 times the rate than white people, when white people constitute for the most of the people in the United States. But that's none of my business. And only 10 of the 102 cases in 2015 where unarmed blacks were killed was by police officers resulting in being charged with a crime. In only 2 of these deaths, like Matthew Aji Bade and Eric Harris, resulted in convictions of the officers involved. Only 1 of the 3 officers convicted for the involvement in Matthews and a death received jail time. He was only sentenced to 1 year in jail and allowed to serve this time exactly on weekends. Deputy Bates, who was killed Eric's, will be sentenced May 31st. That's just extra information. How do you get this type of treatment resulting from the death of a man that didn't do anything? It's quicker to pull out your taser than pull out your fucking gun to stop the man from doing whatever he's doing. Now, if the person has a gun, then you have all probable cause to use lethal force. But if you do not have a gun, then you do not have probable cause to use lethal force against an unarmed citizen. Cops are doing this shoot now, ass catching later, considering them human after they're dead, but when they were alive then, they weren't considered human. How does that work? It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. I want to bring awareness to this. I want people to understand that these are issues that need to be addressed. And we need people like Barack Obama to stop protecting cops to be able to do these types of vicious, vanquishes acts and not get any punishment for it. Because in the long run, they're terrorists. They're just as big as ISIS if they're claiming they are. We got terrorists in our own fucking society, in our own soil, conducting these acts against its own people. Black folks are scared. They are weary. They do not know what the hell is going on, but all they know that they're fighting to survive. And if these people out here, our leaders supposedly do not make a statement and address this issue, things are going to get far more hectic. Too many people are dying for Skittles and for selling CDs or just simple basic traffic stops. Get guns pulled on them for what? Because we're black? What is it that you're scared of? Are you scared that if we unify together, we'll be far more powerful than we were divided? Is that the case? Or are you just reliving back up on your white supremacy to get that back on the roll to begin this crazy genocide of black folks? I don't know. But I do know that there's something coming, something imminent. But without further ado, that's all, people. Stay alive, stay warm, and keep the people alive and give them knowledge that they need. Because without knowledge, there's nothing. And with knowledge, there's power. Adios.